Good evening, I'm Jack Demler. The Clay County Sheriff's Office is still looking for an inmate who escaped on Thursday while on work release. 20-year-old Skylar Hubbard escaped from near the Beach Creek Apartments in Clay County. Hubbard was in jail for stealing vehicles and running from the police. Clay County Sheriff Patrick Robinson says they have received a number of tips, but none of the tips proved to be Hubbard. If you have any information, call the Clay County Sheriff's Office at 606-598-3471.
Well, meteorological summer kicked off today as we have moved into the month of June, and it felt like summer across the area, including a few showers that were out there that have popped up during the afternoon. Let's take a look at what's going on out there right now this evening across the area. And you can see we are down to 68 in London with mostly cloudy skies, 67 in Whitesburg. That cloud cover has really thickened up over the last few hours, and that's because showers are starting to become a little bit more widespread across the area. As we go into pinpoint Doppler, you can see there's a few heavier showers back towards London, Somerset, Mount Vernon through portions of Rockcastle County, down into Pulaski County, extending down into Wayne County and McCreary counties. All that action is moving off to the east and northeast as we speak, as a little area of low pressure is passing by off to our north. That'll bring a few showers tonight, and those will linger into your Sunday. Temperatures right now into the 70s and 60s as those clouds have thickened up. And here's a quick sneak peek at future view showing those showers moving through over the next several hours. You will want to have that umbrella handy if you have any plans this evening or again tomorrow as you head out to your Sunday morning services, or maybe to do some shopping or go grab a bite to eat or head to work. It is going to be a little bit of a soggy Sunday, not a washout, but hit or miss showers is the name of the game, Jack, and there's several of those in the forecast. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes.
All right, Shane, thank you. As long as it's not as bad as the storms we had last weekend, we're in good shape. There was a large police presence at Gainesway Park in Lexington earlier today, but no one was arrested. Lexington police officers were actually there to help kids drop lines. Samantha Valentino has more from the 6th year of Cops and Bobbers.
Some people fish to relieve stress or simply to enjoy some time outdoors. For these kids, it's a way to get to know the Lexington Police Department.
It's fun.
He's had lots of fun, but Gatewood Swan hasn't had luck catching fish so far.
We almost caught fish a couple times, actually, but they keep getting off.
Yet he's hopeful that with some time and help from these officers, he'll catch one soon.
Yeah, I think so. Practice makes perfect.
Thankfully, Officer Brandon Means says the success of Cops and Bobbers isn't measured in the number of fish caught, but in the relationships built.
I want officers to be seen as approachable, supportive figures and not just authority figures. Sometimes we're your neighbors, your friends, even sometimes your family.
Today, they're also teachers, teaching many of these kids how to fish for the first time. 10-year-old Jaden Collins caught the first fish of the day. He was excited, but remained humble about the achievement.
It was pretty easy. You just gotta reel it in.
All of the fish caught here have to be thrown back in, but in their place, these kids are walking away with what are likely fond memories.
And speaking of fishing, Paintsville is home to one of the country's largest kids fishing events. Casting for Kids was in full swing this morning with hundreds of parents and children gathered together to get away from the worries and enjoy a timeless family activity. The event is free to families and does not require a fishing license. Board member for Casting for Kids, Jamie Collins, says the event is all about giving families an experience that is fun and uplifting for kids.
It is an opportunity for parents to bring their kids out. It's free fishing weekend. Parents do not have to have a fishing license this weekend, so it gives them an opportunity that they don't have to invest in a fishing license to bring their children out and let them fish and have a good time. That's what it's all about, is kind of lifting up our kids.
The event also helps raise money for the Shriners Hospital in Lexington. Casting for Kids has the goal of raising $100,000 for the Shriners Hospital. Most of the time when you see a hero, it's in a movie or in a book, But here in eastern Kentucky, all you have to do is find one right down the street. That was definitely the case for Saturday, May 25th, when 9-year-old Noah Gibson from Jenkins was on a vacation trip with his family when at a Holiday Inn, another child dove into the pool and started to drown. Seeing this, Noah sprang into action, eventually saving the boy's life.
I was like, is he okay? And I just didn't see him head up. I went down and got him.
Super proud. Anytime we'd be proud of something that, some kind of accomplishment like that. Like I said, it's not every day that stuff like that happens.
The Holiday Inn pool had a no lifeguard on duty sign to warn swimmers of the potential danger of swimming at the pool. Well, today marks the Commonwealth's 232nd birthday. The first Kentucky History Day took place in Frankfort this morning to celebrate Kentucky's birthday. Carly Hogston was there and shows us how the history of Kentucky lives through others.
Throughout Frankfort, Kentuckians were celebrating the 232nd birthday of Kentucky. From old-time music to ancient artifacts, the event brought together history lovers, military enthusiasts, and even families.
Kentuckians have their own traditions, and here they can experience different traditions.
Kentucky's Historical Society's Megan Sauter says one of the ways to experience history is by trying to step into the shoes of people from our state's past. Sons of American Revolution's Reed Martin does just that through the reproduction of a Kentuckian Revolutionary War encampment.
The components of this are pretty much based on George Washington fishing kit that Mount Vernon has. And these are the hooks of the day.
Martin says it's important to have days like these to learn and see the real Kentucky history.
In school, it has to be so brief. So this gives them the close-up that they're not going to get anywhere else.
Others at the event honored people who first inhabited Kentucky's land. Robert Molinek tries to remember his early ancestors by making and playing his own Native American flutes.
There have always been Native Americans here in Kentucky, and we need to let people know about the culture and the heritage.
He says knowing history is important for future generations.
Kentucky Historical Society reminds us that honoring the past doesn't have to happen just on Kentucky's birthday, but any time of the year. Today marks the start of Pride Month in the U.S. It's an annual celebration of those who identify as LGBTQ. It takes place in June as a way to pay tribute to the Stonewall Uprising. Here in Kentucky, the Richmond community gathered for their annual Pride Festival at Irvine McDowell Park, with local businesses hosting booths and a drag show. Board member Dylan Bogard says the festival is a place for everyone to feel accepted.
We're just trying to promote unity and community, across the Commonwealth of Kentucky and make sure that everyone feels welcome. I think something that's really great as well is that people can really find out vendors and businesses in their community that are inclusive and are open to all.
Coming up, thousands of archers made their way to the mountains. Find out why when we return. Plus,
forecast looking a little soggy as we head into the new work week. We'll map out those rain chances on the other side of the break.